Hey everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 4th episode of Hikikomari Kyuuketsuki no Monmon, The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess. Yeah, last episode was a hard one to watch. Definitely had some tonal whiplash for sure. Before that episode, we already knew there was some bullying going on with Komari, and obviously a big part of why she ended up being a shut-in, a Hikikomari. But yeah, we got the full context pretty much with Millicent there, just being the absolute psychopath that she is, and somebody needs to do something about her, and hopefully that happens in this episode. Hopefully Komari's the one that does it, because she kidnapped Villahaze, very much mistreating her. So Komari can just go in there and just be like, you know, die painfully, wishy wishy, stab stab, slice slice, squish squish, something like that. I'd be pretty happy. But either way, Komari is coming to the rescue of Vilhaze, and one thing I'm pretty sure this is all going to end pretty well. Like I don't think Vilhaze is going to die permanently or anything like that, or that Komari's going to fail or die. I don't think any of that's going to happen. But I'm a little bit worried that it might get worse before it gets better. It might be one of those things with this episode, you know. So, but either way, I can't put it off any longer. I just gotta watch it and hope for the best. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if you enjoy this video, please click the like button and support me on Patreon for access to the picture-in-picture version. And yeah, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, she is here. Our amazing Komari. Yeah, it's not a pleasant thing to walk in on. And you expect her to feel better with you saying that. Well, of course she doesn't. I don't think we have anything to talk about. I don't really care. Well, I mean, you're already admitting to doing something wrong, so you especially don't get any sympathy. The mercy of the lonely crimson. You can give me a flashback cover if you want to. It's not gonna change my opinion on her. Because there's no flashback they could possibly give me that would justify her actions. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be a regular handshake. Yeah, you suck. Get good. The father's dream, right to hope, isn't it? Right to dream. Whatever that line from Warcraft 3 was. Core implosion, what? Okay then. I take it Komari has this. An acquired behavior, an acquired taste. Sounds a lot like trying to unlock Super Saiyan. Oof. A ritual article. Yeah. But is it worth it, though? Yeah, definitely not a good man. I mean, for one thing, I can definitely see where the resentment towards Komari was birthed. How dare she? Her trigger word. I'd rather they didn't. Pandora poison. You got a little something on your face. Well, that could be about anybody. And we fast forwarded a bit. Yeah, she sure shows her by making her the one with the unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, this is where the baton gets passed. She's got good at dodging, though. I'm not sure you're a good influence on her. Yeah, he's definitely not a good influence on her. Be careful what you ask for. She really is too good for this world. Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Too bad you couldn't have stayed that way, huh? You literally have nobody to blame but yourself for any of that. Like, definitely some misplaced blame here from her. Luxurious. As you should. So she said her piece, so can we kill her now, Komari? That's what I'm saying. Just go kill her, please. He's just one collection of bad life choices, that guy. Komari's a hero we need. Oof, that was in the leg, wasn't it? It's gotta sting a bit. Freeze under death beam over here. Yeah, I think you've heard enough. I think it's time for action. A rock. Okay. Poor guy. But yeah, I get it. Much like ReZero, dying can be beneficial in this show. Oh, one eye. In front of nothing but darkness. And we're just gonna blow this building up. Well, we need Vilhaze to dig some holes for us and set up some landmines. But she can't, which is a problem. Oh, so she can at least block. Temper, oof, rarely. That's not gonna hold for long. Vilhaze, I hope she's doing okay. Yeah, remember what you're fighting for, Komari. She is our glorious leader, after all. Yourself, if possible. I hate her so much. Yeah, get it right, bitch. Tell her. She knows what she's doing, I'm sure. Oh, here we go. Take that. Finally, we get some payback. Oh, now that's a rock. Hope you don't mind being crushed. I mean, in fact, I hope you do. Yeah, did you like that? Wicked Witch of the West taken care of. It's probably not over yet, but we're taking positive steps. We're supposed to be under a rock. How did she even get here that fast? This is a really bad situation. It's pretty much what I meant by getting worse before it gets better. This would be a good time for a core explosion. Yeah, that's you. I'm not sure about that one. She definitely has people that would come help her. Oof. Problem is, Vilhaze is here. Also that. But she's still here. The character development. You do it, I kill you myself. I'll jump to that monitor. Knew she was gonna do that. Oh. Man, would have been cool if she managed to keep up after the kick. Keep talking, Komari. I don't know how much more blood loss she can take. You're so cool, Komari. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. Someone's gonna have to help. I mean, that mostly missed her. It's like it's just a terrible aim. Still hurt though, I'm sure. Yeah, now that we're close, Bill can actually talk to us. I believe that. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna drink the blood? Oh yeah, that was shown earlier in the episode. There it is. Look at those eyes. Finally, we got something to work with. Isn't she having a good life while we're struggling over there? Supreme Core Implosion. Yeah, now we're talking. Now it's a new fight. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So fast. Yeah, punch her. Break her ribs. All of them. This is what I've been waiting for right here. A little bit of Vil blood will do that to you. Yeah, don't touch me. Okay, that's what we had. Gotcha. That's... Yeah, I don't think it's going to do as much anymore. And they get to see her in all her power, too. You get to see how powerful their lord is. That's great. What a name. No, I got this, fam. Don't worry about it. I can tank it. I can fire back. With my pinky, you know. The music. I have so many chills right now. Don't tell me the episode's almost over. Okay, we have a bit left. Komarin, Komarin, Komarin. Rip her head off. Oh, yeah, you didn't need that anyway. I'm so happy right now. Nope. Grab her arm like a boss. Yeah, take that one off too. She just uses it for bad things anyway. And boy, does she have an inner spirit. It's basically Vampire Super Saiyan, let's be honest. Yeah, let's pop that head off. Do it. Finally, she realizes. Pop it off. I want to see it. There we go, I think. I mean, I heard the sound effect. I hope the head popped off. But man, I feel so much better after watching that. Because it did get worse, but it did get better, so. Ooh. She still took a lot of damage, though. That's not changed. Will kiss it, make it feel better. I mean, if that's heaven, I wouldn't mind going. Yeah, did she remember much of that at all? One hell of a temper tantrum. Okay, I was wondering if I was going to come back into it. So much makes sense now. It's a good line. I can't get enough of her legs. They always look so good. Oh, there's a need for it. That might be the most aggressive Sona I've ever heard. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know it is. Cheetah. So cute. Okay. There we go. Now we're speaking the language. Now we're being honest. It sounded like it to me. Oh, you tsundere, you. I'm so the opinion if she just slept in every episode, it would still be a very good show. There's a pendant. Could you imagine Komani doing like ASMR? Like sleepy kind of ASMR. Like she talks to you as if you're the dolphin in this scenario. Which would just be amazing to be, by the way. I mean, I've probably said it already, but... It is the luckiest dolphin in the world. And then the preview. Okay, I guess that's who that girl was. I guess we'll get to meet her and learn about her next episode. But, okay, that was the 4th episode of Hikikomari Kyuuketsuki no Monmon. Oh, just gotta stretch a bit. Because that was certainly an episode. Okay, so where to begin with this one? Like, I more or less expected the sort of like trying to fight Millicent and struggling, getting hurt, and trying to persevere through it despite clearly looking like she is like mismatched. Like that much I was expecting, right? I was expecting her to get pretty hurt in the process and eventually coming out on top. So more or less that aspect of it wasn't too surprising. But we did get flashback stuff from Millicent, which I guess shouldn't be surprising. I mean, it's not really surprising, but I didn't really think about it before the episode. But yeah, I mean, I guess we do have to kind of fill in those blanks. Like, I still hate her, you know. It didn't really do anything for me as far as feeling sorry for her or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, she still made poor life decisions. You can't really push the blame for that onto other people, right? But the fact that she definitely was treated poorly is very much true. Like, I will acknowledge that much. But because we eventually got to see her like first meeting with Vil. I just want to go to that real quick. It was even raining on this day too. Because basically, yeah, she wants her to show her, you know, her special thing, basically. And she has to suck the blood for that to happen. Yeah, so she does have a core implosion as well. It's just, I guess, different than what Komari has. Hers is called, yeah, Pandora Poison, which is a pretty cool name. It's got some alliteration going on for one thing. Yeah, since it will be what happens today, it's 100% accurate. We just have her, you know, so fairly gently bite her finger. I actually thought she was going to be more aggressive than that, you know, because she's the horrible person, you know. But it's pretty much just the minimum to get the blood to flow. Did we actually see anything here, or we just have her talk about it? I think we just had her talk about it. Let's see. Yeah, you're someone in unfortunate circumstances, you know, and that's all it took, you know, because Millicent's like, she definitely does not want to see herself as below anyone else, as worse off as anyone else, right? That's kind of, it kind of goes against her mental image of herself, right? Like, trying to think of the best way to describe this, but definitely does not want to feel like she's being looked down by anyone else, and she thinks that bullying them prevents that, more or less. It's kind of how I would describe it. Obviously, it doesn't work that way, but yeah, we got to see basically how that started, because we already saw how it started with, you know, Komari, because that like baton passed from Vil, but now we got to see the Vil beginning as well, so we got the full context on that, which is good to get. But we also had her sensei clearly giving her bad advice, you know, which led to the bullying of Komari, so I feel like we should blame him too. Can we go hunt him down or hurt him next? Can that be our second mission? But yeah, where she messed up was she tried to take the pendant, right? And we talked about a break in memory after that. Because there definitely was an important part of that we as the audience did not know about just yet, which they waited until the perfect opportunity to really explain that, and that was the blood consumption aspect, right? So when Komari consumes blood, that activates her core implosion, and she goes Super Saiyan mode, basically. And we did not know that there was blood consumption in that scene. You know, it was very coincidental, very unlikely for that to actually happen, but it did. And, you know, not too long after the episode ended, I started to think to myself, like, how would that have went if, you know, like, how different would the status of the show now be if she didn't go core implosion in that scene, if she didn't drink the blood, right? She just, you know, had the pendant stolen or whatever, like, just, I kind of think, just kind of wondering, like, I don't really have an answer to this, just wondering where we would be right now if that never happened. Obviously, Millicent's life would be very different, but yeah, clearly she levies a lot of blame towards Komari, even though Komari did nothing wrong, right? All she ever did was try to defend, you know, Vil. That's her name, right? But you know, from her bullying, and you know, protect her pendant from just being stolen, right? Like, you know, literally Komari did nothing wrong, and yet somehow Millicent went through the mental gymnastics necessary to just blame her for everything. Like, what was the line she had? Something about, you don't know how much pain I was in that day or whatever. Like, I don't care. Nobody should care. That's your problem. It's your fault. Like, just go F yourself, basically. Like, there's no sympathy to be had for her, really. At least not from me. Maybe you're different, but just that's where I stand. We also killed what's his face to get him out of there, so you know he got to miss a lot of the action. But yeah, just the moment when she finally was able to do her core implosion and fight against her from an actual position of power, it was great to watch. I mean, I think I made more than a couple of Dragon Ball Z references as I watched the episode, but it really had that energy. Like, you know, you're down, you're down, you're losing the fight. You go Super Saiyan, suddenly you're just like whooshing away. It's like, where did he go? And they're like suddenly behind you and attack. Like, if you've watched Dragon Ball Z, I'm sure you could have definitely seen some parallels there, here and there. But yeah, just seeing her actually be powerful, actually be able to fight her back, it was definitely great to watch. Even that initial punch, man, I could feel so much of my just building up frustrations and everything just get blown away with that just pounding of her stomach. It felt so good. I couldn't have asked for more. And what's better is the lackeys even showed up to see their mistress, their master, being so powerful, right? Get to see her in all of her glory, right? And we just get to see Millicent's arms coming off one by one. It's so good. Everything I could have hoped for, really. Well, I want to go back to the final line that we got from her. We did get a realization from Millicent there near the end, which is good. Maybe she could self-reflect a bit. Yeah, I will have mercy on you now. Let me just see the hand tightening more and more, and then yeah, heavily implied to just like pop the head off. Of course, death isn't real in this show. She's just gonna, you know, resurrect or whatever. But still, nonetheless, seeing her get killed is satisfying. Nonetheless, I would prefer it to be a permanent death, but since there is some potential for her to turn her life around, I guess I can let her have that opportunity, right? I still would have chosen to have her dead permanently. You know, use whatever fancy weapon it's called to make that happen. But I went into this knowing that Komari wouldn't actually finish her off truly. Like, Komari is just not the kind of person, core implosion or not. But so I didn't go into this without expectation. So just getting the service level death, I'll take it, man. It was still it's lethargic. Is that the word? So it's satisfying to watch nonetheless. But we had one final scene with Vil and Komari near the end there. You know, Komari unfortunately was talking about basically getting rid of her as a maid, which she would not have that one bit. She will steal her Ponzu if she has to. But luckily we came to an agreement, you know. Komari literally tells her to stay by her side forever. Not for 3 years, not for a while, but forever. So yeah, it sounded like a marriage proposal to me. So, you know, she can deny it all she wants, but we know what's up. But yeah, it's a good episode. You know, it had the frustrations and everything that I was expecting, but we also had the payoff at the ending, at the end that I was hoping for. So overall, a good episode. I liked it. So, and also this should be the end of any kind of bullying arc, like. So, you know, because even Vil even had a good line about, you know, what did I win against or whatever, and she's like the past. So hopefully that's all that bullying stuff, you know, all the backstory stuff is over and done with. You know, we got the full context on Komari, her special powers, the bullying, how her special powers activate, why she doesn't like blood, you know. Well, we got so many answers there, so I think we can just, yeah, we've won against the past, we can just move forward, and I do look forward to that, for sure. But yeah, just the eyes, the red around her, like the glowing aura, just the badassness with Komari. It was all so good to watch. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.